How's it going, guys? It's your Deep here. It's time for episode number 18 of our Colorado Avalanche BAGM mode, and we're going to start this episode off by taking a look at our team. We did sign Andrew Ladd in the offseason, our big free agent acquisition, and we'll go right into the contracts, and we'll see how our team is doing. See if we need any other players. In terms of overall for forwards, we've got a solid group here: Ladd, Yakupov, Duchesne, Landeskog, Schenn, and McKinnon. O'Reilly, McGinn, Ernie, and then McClellan and Lee should be our fourth liners. And we need one more. And what I was thinking is we could, since we have penalty kill problems pretty much from the start of this whole GM mode, we're going to look at the trading block and see if we could find any forward that could be of use to us, but someone that is at least around, let's say, 25 years old or younger, and someone that, is 5-star defensively. So if we could find someone like that with a low trade value and okay potential, we could probably go after him. So let's take a look at the list, and you can see right here the only players that are at this point 70 and 25, 5-star defensively. Really limited list at this point. We've got Urbanich, who's a 79 overall, 21-year-old, who's got 3.5-star green. We've got Hartman with a 4-star red potential, and Reinhardt with 3.5-star red. So let's take a look at each player. Urbanich would be hard to get because of his trade value and those green stars. He's 21 years old. He's got 89 defensive awareness, 98 stick checking. Just a really, really good player. Could be helpful for our team, but it might be hard to get him because of that trade value. Max Reinhardt is a center, which we do have a lot of, but he has 90 defensive awareness. But other than that, he doesn't really have anything. Hartman, though, 94 defensive awareness, 94 stick checking, probably the best out of the three. Defensively, he's okay shot and 4-star red, so the highest potential of all of them. Even though it's red, he's still pretty good. 21 years old, 2-way forward, and his trade value is not too high. So you know what? Let's just try to go after him, and we'll see what we can, what we'll have to give up. Now, I don't want to give up any players because the skaters matching their block. It's all players that will be playing on our team, and they will be starting. So we can't really give up any of these guys. Miller, we can't give up either. But we could try to give up a couple of first-round picks. Now, I don't want to give up our first this year, but we could go, let's say, Tampa second, Toronto's third, Washington's third, and maybe our first next year. And we'll see if that works. If it does, then that's not a bad trade because thirds don't really matter. And first and second for a guy like this, a specialty forward who still has potential, man. You got to remember that. Might just be helpful. So the league approves it. Let's see if it works. No, it does not. So maybe we'll have to upgrade some of these thirds to a second in the future. Let's say a second over there. And maybe that'll work. Nope. Okay. I don't want to give up 2 first-round pick for him, but we might have to. Let's say another second here. So 3 seconds and a first, and it does go through. So we're going to get Hartman, and he'll be able to help our team defensively on the penalty kill and maybe develop into a potentially decent forward. So if we take a look at our team at this point, it looks like it's a pretty solid team going into the season. We have a couple potential guys too. It's a really, really young team, and Andrew Ladd should be like the solidifier for our team at this point. As you can see by forwards, we have Ladd, Yakupov, Duchesne, Landeskog, Schenn, McKinnon, who McKinnon should be able to get boosted up to like an 85 or so, 86. Hopefully Schenn, Landeskog, and Duchesne also develop. Yakupov has potential too. We have O'Reilly who could develop. McGinn, who's pretty much stuck at 82, but he's a good third liner. We have Hartman to step in there, probably on the third line. Ernie, and then McClellan, and finally Lee, who might build up to be a good player. He had a good AHL season, but we'll see. In terms of defensemen, we've got Eric Johnson, Schultz, Myers, Ekman Larson, Barry, and Elliott. Pretty much good players all around. And then Miller and Picard. For our goalies. Miller's still doing really well in this GM mode. So I guess we'll sim out the rest of it. We'll go right into the preseason. We'll see how our players developed, and so we'll sim the preseason in the first couple of games of the year, and we'll see how it goes from there. But I like the way our team is set up. We still have a little bit of cap. The problem is signing Andrew Ladd. We're gonna have to offer him a lot of money to sign him for 1 year, so we had to go for 2 years. Hopefully we could get him for a discount after that if he's still a decent player, but I don't want to let him walk, so we'll keep him for this year. But next year we might have to trade him if we could get his trade values high, which it is. So we'll have to make our decision from there. But I like the way our team is set up for this upcoming season, and hopefully we should be able to contend in this season as well. So the simming goes along. We're gonna go into the preseason, which I might just like skip so you guys don't have to watch me sim through the preseason, and we'll go right into editing our lines. But we do get another 4-year contract with Colorado. Scouting assignment. Let's take a look if there's any decent players here. Forwards, projection. Sylvester, some other guys. QMJHL, no one really there. So okay players around. Let's say we scout this because there's a couple top 5 players in there, and we'll see if any of the players are decent. Hopefully we could pick them up. But anyways, here we go. Preseason. We'll I guess we'll set up our lines, and then I'll sim the preseason. You guys don't have to watch it, and we'll start off right with the season. So let's take a look at our lines. Let's take a look at the roster moves that we have to make, and from there we'll be able to make a decision on our teams. Okay, so a couple people developed. Look at that. I see Ekman Larson already at an 88, so that's good to see. Fours, we have Ladd, Yakupov, Duchesne, Landeskog 86, McKinnon went up to an 85, so that's good. So that's our top 5 right there. Then Shen went up to an 85. I think he did go up, yeah. O'Reilly up to an 84, so that's 7. Hartman up to an 82, 8. McGinn 82, 9. Anders Lee, look at that, 81. He'll be our 10th player. McClement 79, and then Ernie's still on there, so we'll swap him with Nobles, and he'll come up, and he'll be on our probably 4th line with the potential. Johnson, Ekman Larson 88, Myers and Schultz 87, then Barry 83, and Elliott 82, so they develop it as well. So that's good to see. Our team is developing well. Miller stayed at 88, and he's an elite goalie at 5.2 mil, and he's only got I think 1 more year on his contract, so we'll have to re-sign him eventually. But edit lines manually or best lines. Let's just go edit lines manually and see what we have. We'll go best lines for now, and this is the way we have it set up now. I don't want everyone playing at these lines, but we'll put McKinnon on this side right here. We'll put Shen playing on that line. O'Reilly will be our 3rd line center. Hartman here. We'll play McClement or Lee depending on their face-offs. McClement's got 85 face-offs, and Lee's probably worse than that. Yeah, Lee's at 63. So we'll play McClement here, Ernie at the right spot, and Lee on the left wing. And I like our team set up, pretty much depth all around, and hopefully we can continue playing well into the season. Myers, Johnson, Schultz, Ekman Larson. I'll put Ekman Larson on our 1st line. Schultz and Myers on there, and Barry and Elliott. That's fine. Power play, we've got Yakupov, McKinnon, Ladd, Duchesne, Shen, and Landeskog. That's fine. That looks okay to me. 4-man power play. McKinnon, that's fine. Penalty kill will be O'Reilly, Hartman, so good to see there. And then McClement and Duchesne. Now I don't want Duchesne playing there, and I think Andrew Ladd is up there in terms of defensive awareness. O'Reilly, Ladd's at an 87, and Landeskog. So right now we'll put Landeskog since he's on our 2nd line, but if that doesn't work, we'll switch him over to Ladd. 3-man PK will be O'Reilly and McClement. So I like our team. I like how it's set up. Our team's looking good going into this year. Goalies, yep, everything's okay. So we'll start simming off the season. We'll skip the preseason, and I'll be right back in 1 second. And we're back. So we simmed the preseason. We ended up finishing 2-3-1 in the preseason. Not the best start, but it's only preseason. We'll see if the season has any changes towards that. So we'll sim around there. That should be around 10 games, maybe 7, 8, and we'll see, evaluate our team, how it's doing at that point. First game against Dallas on the road. And first game for both of us this year, and we are going to win that one 4-2. So a good start there. Barry, Yakupov, goals and assists. Miller gets the win, and Ladd ends up fighting someone with 5 penalty minutes there. A game against Winnipeg here, and we're going to lose that one 3-0. So we are shut out. Might take time for our team to get used to it because we have a couple new players on our roster: Lee, Ernie, Hartman, Ladd. So it might take time to get everyone used to it, but so far. Not desirable there. Shut out 2 games in a row, but I'm not too worried at this point. Game against the Oilers here, and they are 1-2 as well, and we are going to win that game at home 4-3. So a nice job there. Hartman leads our team in goals right now, actually, with 2 goals. Miller, I think Picard got that win. Game against Calgary, who are 3-1, and we are going to lose that one 4-3 in overtime. So that's okay. We get a point from it. But we'll take a look at our scout assignment. Maybe any good players from those from that WHL trip. Does it look like it? Maybe some players projection. Oh, look at that! Hopeful 4-star green already, and so that's not a bad player right there to look after. OHL. So let's go to OHL, and scout for 6 weeks. And we'll keep on seeing. We're 5 games in, and after this Calgary game, it will be 10, and we'll evaluate our team, see if we have to make any line changes at this point. If McKinnon is playing well, we might just have to move him. I'll have to switch up the lines because Duchesne is the one player, I guess, who hasn't lived up to his potential or his overall at all in the past 3 years. He's never had an amazing season, and we might have to maybe take him off that first line this year if he can't keep it up. But anyways, we get a win against Anaheim, and we're going to win against Vancouver 4-0. So 2 games in a row of 4 goals. Yakupov, Johnson, team leaders in goals and assists respectively. Then Miller's got... Oh crap, I forgot to turn off injuries, and it looked like Ladd got injured there. Time not available, but I have to turn that off because in terms of development, it's a lot better and more realistic, and injuries usually screw you over by the end of the GM mode. So we'll turn off injuries, and that will be that. Injuries off. There we go. So I hope that Ladd injury doesn't end up, turning up to bite us. I don't know how injuries work because I haven't seen this before, but like if I turn it off, does his injury disappear or does it stay with him? It looks like it stays with him, but we'll I guess take a look at the injury report and see what he's out with. It needs to be evaluated, so hopefully it's not too long. We'll keep simming and we'll see if right now we're 5-2-1. I guess we'll stop it after the Calgary game and evaluate our team. But after a slow start, we've won a couple games. We've strung a couple wins together. 3 games in a row of 4 goals scored. And we're going to lose to LA here in overtime, but that's alright. Yakupov and McKinnon looking good so far. Ladd's only out for 2 days, so that's fine. We'll stop the stipulation after this Calgary game, which we are going to win 6-4. So 6-2-2 after the first 10 games. Solid start for our team. Team standings, we are 4th in the league, so not bad at all. Take a look at if our penalty kill improved so far. Goals for 7th, not bad. Goals against, we are 10th, not bad. Power play is 11th, and our penalty kill happens to be 18th. So might just be taking some time to get used to it, but in terms of stats so far this year, let's take a look at how our team is doing. Look like McKinnon and Yakupov are playing really well so far, but we need everyone to step up, especially all our 86, 87 overall players. As of right now, in terms of points, it's Yakupov up there, McKinnon, Duchesne, nowhere to be found. 5 points in 10 games on the first line, and McKinnon and Yakupov are tearing it up. So I'm going right now that we're winning, I'll keep it. But if we start losing, I might just have to switch Duchesne and McKinnon from their different lines and put McKinnon on that first line center with Yakupov and Ladd, and might spark Duchesne in the second line. McKinnon will probably end up scoring like crazy on that first line, but as of right now, we're winning, so I don't want to change anything. Here, game against St. Louis, Tarasenko looks good for the Blues, and we are going to win that one 4-3, so another nice goal. Another 4-goal game for us, and we're 7-2-2 game against Chicago, and we are going to win another 4-goal game. So I think that's like 6 out of the last 7 games we scored 4 goals. Another win, so we keep on winning. We're 9-2-2, and our team is looking really, really good to start off the season. Probably the hottest team in the league, I'm going to say. Game against Nashville, and we will at home. We're going to win 4-3, so we're 10-2-2 now, and hopefully this could keep on going. Alright, game against LA. So I'll sim probably half the year. And we'll see from there. Another win against LA, so 11-2-2. Our team just keeps on rolling. No complaints for me. Miller looking good in net. Where offense is getting goals. Against Capitals, probably the other team that's probably next better to us, and we are going to lose that one. So Capitals look like they're the best team in the league as of right now, but we're 11-3-2, so no complaints in that respect. And we'll keep on simming. I guess we'll go maybe 40-35 games. We'll see how it goes, depending on the time. I'm already up there around 14 minutes because of that off-season acquisition. But I like our team right now, 12-3-2. Game against Pittsburgh. Look at that, Urban each 10 goals already. It might have been a mistake to pick up Hartman, but I guess since we won that game, I'll take away that claim. Still 13-3-2, just dominating teams at this point. New York Rangers on the road in Madison Square Garden. We're going to win that one 3-0, a shutout for our goalie. Game against Detroit here, who no longer have Datsuk, and we will win that one 2-1. So 15-3-2. What a start, and we're going to keep on going, and hopefully we can keep this up. Game against the St. Louis Blues, and we will win that one as well. So we're 16-3-2. Ladd all of a sudden leads our team in goals. Myers has a plus 15 already this season. Myers with 11 assists already. Game against Winnipeg, and a loss 7-3. So there goes our winning streak, but I'm okay with that. 16-4-2 is definitely a record not to be messed around with, and I guess we'll sim to the start of 2017. So we'll sim up to there. Game against Chicago, 11-11-1, and hopefully we could win here. Look at that. Taves with 22 assists already. He has assists per game, basically. We're going to win that one and keep it up. I like how our team doesn't have like a superstar, like a 90-something overall superstar, but we're good all around in terms of depth. We have 88s, 87s, 86, those kind of guys, and they could still develop a little bit slow. I was hoping Duchesne would be around 90 by now, hit that mark, but he hasn't gotten there yet. Another win, 18-4-2. Yakupov with 23 points as of right now, and he's got almost at a point per game, 23 points in 24 games, I believe. But let's take a look if there's any players that aren't bad to scout in the other leagues. Any I guess I don't really need defensemen. Forwards is more of what I'm looking for. First round German, first round Dane. Other than that, doesn't look like anyone too good. QMJHL, no. Couple first rounders in the OHL. WHL has a couple players. Rest of world, maybe goalies too. They might be worth scouting for. Any couple guy here. Look at that. Gwinnett doesn't look too bad. So we'll go 6 weeks there just in case, because Miller will end up retiring eventually. Hopefully he stays with our team and doesn't retire as soon as we win a cup or something like that. But as of right now, we are just dominating teams. Game against Tampa to test our team, and we lose that one 3-2. Tampa's probably one of the teams up there. With Drouin, Stamkos, and I think they have Connor McDavid as well, so they're going to be a team to be reckoned with in the future. Game against Montreal, we're going to lose that one 3-0. So our first, finally lose 2 in a row. A little bit upsetting, but make that 3 in a row, so that gets me a little bit upset. 18-7-2 is our record. Game against Montreal here, and we will lose another one, 18-8-2. So all of a sudden we've lost 4 in a row. Game here against Ottawa, and we're gonna win that. Finally snapped the losing streak. Yakupov with 27 points so far this year in 29 games. So he's playing good. He's playing at a point per game pace. Hopefully we could keep this up. Another game against Tampa, we're 17-11. Stamkos and Drouin. We're gonna win that one 4-1. So hope that 4-game losing streak wasn't a big difference. 1-0 win there. So hopefully, it doesn't look like it was a common thing in the season, as we have won another 4 in a row. So we lose 4, we win 4, but our record's 22-8-2, and as of right now, I have no complaints. We'll sim another 10 games, and we'll wrap up this episode. That'll take us to the midway mark. 9 games, sorry, as of by counting it like this way. 33 games so far into the season. So yeah, 8 more games we'll sim. And that'll take us to the end of the episode. For so far this season, we are dominating 23-8-2. Yakupov just that trade for Vancouver was just an absolute steal, and we're gonna win another one, 24-8-2 game here against the Winnipeg Jets, and we're gonna lose that one 4-1. So 24-9-2. But as I said, no complaints for our team. We'll sim another 6 games, and it'll take us to the end of their game against Toronto, and we'll evaluate our team, see if we need to make any moves going into the trade deadline. Right now, I like our team. We might pick up a bigger name player for maybe some prospects, maybe some younger guys just to take us over the top. But I like our team. We are winning, and game against Nashville here, another win, 4-0, and another shutout. So our defense is just solid all around. Our third line is finally developed with Barry and Elliott. They're at 83 and 82, and they'll probably develop even more. And our defensive line will just be an amazing line at that point. That Ekman-Larson trade is looking better and better every day as of right now. 88 overall, and could still get even better. He's still, I think, 25, 26 years old, so he's not done developing as of yet. So we win another 26-10-2. And in this game against Winnipeg, we are going to win 6-2. And so 2 games left in to go halfway to the season. Yakupov with 36 points so far this year. No, that's fine. I don't really care about trades because our team is doing too good so far to complain. Game against St. Louis here, and we are going to win 3-0. So a shutout, another shutout for Miller. And finally, the last game against Toronto for this sim. And we'll see how it goes here. Sim on the road against Toronto, and we are going to lose 2-1. But that's okay. It was an overtime. And as of right now, I'm wondering if we're first place in the league. Yes, we are. Look at that. 59 points. Minnesota right behind us with 56. They've got 2 games in hand. But we might be in President's Trophy contention. I like how our team is doing. Goals for, we're 9th, so not bad. Goals against, I think we're 2nd. Look at that, right behind Minnesota. Power play, 14th, not bad. Penalty kill is at 9th, so we are doing better on the special teams, and that is really proving to help at this point. Let's take a look at the stats so far this year in this season in the NHL for Colorado. And Yakupov looks like he's doing really well this year. Hopefully he can keep it up. That trade was just looking like a steal. We'll see how other teams players are doing, but like considering Yakupov's got 39, Ladd with 30, and then Duchesne's at 21, it just feels like he's not really excelling on that line. I think I might just have to move McKinnon up to that first line center. I'll ask you guys, do I move McKinnon up to first line center and Duchesne down to second line? Other than that, our defense are looking okay. Myers up there, Ekman Larson, Schultz, Johnson, Elliott, they're all doing well. Hartman with 15 points, Braden Shen with 15, O'Reilly with 11, but he's on his third line, so that's alright. Other than that, our team is looking solid. In terms of goalies, we've got Miller going 21-10. Picard is 7-0, so he's even stepping up so far this year. 192 for Miller, 223 for Picard, and then save percentage is up there as well. Let's take a look at the NHL to see who leads it for goalies and goals against average. Lowest one, well, with games played, Miller's got the most games played, and he's up there, so he might be in Vezina contention at this point in the season. He's 3rd in save percentage as well. So Miller looks like that trade was a good trade. And we got Myers including with that. Let's take a look at the skaters. So far at the halfway point of the season, leading the league is Tays with 49 points, 13 goals, 36 assists. Yakupov anywhere to be found. Yeah, Yakupov's up there, 16th in the league with 39 points, tied with Ovechkin. So not bad at all. Nick Bonino surprising up there. Goals, it's Taylor Hall, 29, above and beyond everyone else at this point. And so yeah, let's take a look at the defenseman. Who's leading at that point? Who's in control of the Norris? Looks like Seabrook at this point. Giordano's up there too. And the closest from our team, I'm going to say, is Myers. And he is not really anywhere to be found at this point. Unless I mixed him. Nope, never mind. Myers is around there. So around 35th in the league with points and for defensemen. But no complaints. We are first in the league halfway through the season. Let's see if we can keep it up. If you have any suggestions what I should do, moves, mix up the lines, let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. It's always appreciated. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.